over all the games on Thursday night. Yesterday was kind of disappointing. I guess I expected more trades went down. So nobody really gained that much value other than Wendell Carter Jr. I think he's a must pick up. On the Magic, nobody, they traded away Vucevic, Aaron Gordon, Evan Fournier. So there will be a lot of usage opening up. And at the moment, there's only one. I mean, I guess Terrence Ross is probably rostered already. The guy that you want to pick up is Wendell Carter Jr. He's going to eat on this team. Nobody else is going to, I don't know, take the usage or the minutes away from him. But other than that, I was expecting Kyle Lowry to get traded. That did not happen. Lakers did not want to pull the trigger on the 35-year-old point guard. So nobody, I mean, there's some guys losing value here and there and some guys gaining some value, but nobody all of a sudden becomes like a top 50 guy just because, with the trades happening. Last year, the one guy I can remember is Christian Wood after Griffin and Andre Drummond got traded, right? But then the season was over, not that a couple weeks after the trade deadline. So there's that. Okay, let's do all the games on Thursday night. The first game, the Portland Trailblazers, they also made a trade. They decided to go for Norman Powell. I mean, even the Raptors sold high on Norman Powell. Got back Gary Trent Jr. Again, Norman Powell, he should still be rostered. The usage is going to be a bit lower. I think the minutes should still be fine. And Gary Trent Jr., I don't think he's a must pick up. He was playing 30 plus minutes on this team with CJ McCollum out, and he wasn't putting up anything crazy, mainly points and threes because he doesn't get the defensive stats. Very low assists and bad efficiency. So I don't think he's a must roster. Could stream him. On the Blazers, Derrick Jones Jr., 3% foul. He could be a defensive streamer. Robert Covington, this game, only one steal, nothing else, and was a minus 14. I guess the big news for this team is Nurkic is coming back Friday, so we could say goodbye to Kanter. 33 minutes, 18 points, and 6, still very, very strong. If you can sell him for any value, the 2-for-1s, there might be some people believing that Ernest Kanter can still get 25 minutes even. Some nights he could, but that's the best case scenario. If Nurkic is having a great game, he's going to play close to 30 minutes, 28. Kanter could still play 20. That's a real possibility, but if he only plays 20 minutes and sometimes 15, how much value does he really have? CJ, great game, 35 points, 8 assists, and a block. Made 6 threes, took 14. That's a lot of volume, 3-point volume. Good game from him. And Damian Lillard, again, struggled. If you can buy low on him, sure. He's on a per game basis, he should be pretty comfortably be a top 10 guy. So, yeah. Carmelo Anthony, 32 minutes. The minutes is pretty high before Norman Powell gets here. Again, if I want Norman Powell, I would still hold on to him. If he can sustain the incredible true shooting, he could still be. He still needs to be rostered and on all 12 teams in category leagues. For the Miami Heat, yes, they got Oladipo basically for free. That changes things a little bit. Kelly Olynyk gets traded. Trevor Ariza came into the rotation and played 33 minutes. I honestly like Trevor Ariza's fantasy game. I know he's old now. Over the years, he's a pretty good guy that can, like a Justin Holiday, can give you steals and get the hit a couple of threes. Don't think he's gonna get 33 minutes once Oladipo gets here. There's nobody really losing. It becomes a must roster or a drop after this. Kendrick Nunn was already in drop territory before the trade. I think if anything that helps Oladipo's value a little bit, he's still gonna miss most of the back-to-backs, but the Miami Heat, they have something to play for. They'll play him high minutes. Bam, this game really great. 13 for 16, 29 points, 5 blocks, 7 assists, and continue to shoot really good from the free throw line. So we will see what happens with the Oladipo. There are a lot of guys like Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero, Goran Dragic. The guys are still here. What's gonna happen with their minutes? Oladipo should be the starter and play 30 plus minutes. we don't know what that means for the rest of the guards on this team. So for now, just hold and see. But Kendrick Nunn can be dropped. I'm pretty confident in saying that. Let's go to the next game. The Wizards losing to the Knicks. Yeah, this game was bad. The Wizards they had a decent lead halfway through the fourth quarter. They just kind of threw it away. The Scott Brooks was criticized for his coaching because the Knicks decided to go small late in the fourth, and they really destroyed the Wizards when they went small, and the Wizards never adjusted. Alex Len, the center rotation continued to be a mess. Alex in 23 minutes, and Robin Lopez played 25. Oh, Wagner gets traded. So now it become true center rotation. Who did they get back? But either way, oh yeah, they got Daniel Gafford as all of a sudden become their third center. Nobody's worth a pickup. Everybody's playing 15 to 20 minutes, depend on the night. Rui Hachimura, 21 points is pretty good. 9 rebound. His minutes has skyrocketed in a couple of weeks. I would 1 for 4 from the free throw line. I would stream him for points and rebound. And if your team don't care about the free throw specifically, sure, he's not really giving you any, all the other category. 1 steal and 1 block is good. Bradley Beal, again, he's in a slump. I would buy low on him. Hasn't really put up a big line in a while now. I would buy low. I think he's still a top 10, top 11 guy. Russell Westbrook. Wow, this is as Russell Westbrook line, as it gets. Bad from the field, bad from the free throw line. 8 turnovers. The free throw is really killing you. 7 for 12. I know the field goal is bad, but can be saved. 3 for 15. One guy going 3 for 15 can be saved. But free throw 7 for 12. That's hard to come back from. 18 rebound. It's really good. Only 1 offensive rebound. 17 of them are defensive. That just tells you, the big men on this team, most nights they're not gonna grab that many rebounds because Russell Westbrook is taking it all. 9 assists is good, 2 steals is good, and 4 blocks is really, really good. Continues to be one of the most unique players in fantasy. So bad in those 3 categories, but the counting stats look so good. Let's look at the Knicks. RJ played 42 minutes. Wow. And Elfrid Payton is back and playing. Tom Thibodeau is switching things up a little bit. We don't know. We'll see what happens when D-Rose starts playing. If he plays 40 minutes every single night, yeah. I think if you don't care about the percentages, if you have like a Russell Westbrook on your team, sure, he's worth watching. He's grabbing the rebound, getting the assist, even some defensive stats. So pretty good game. Julius Randle, 5 for 16. Is he running out of gas? I don't know. He's been playing 38 plus minutes all season. At some point, it's the production is gonna fall off a bit. And also he was hurt. I think he got hurt toward the end of the games. Doesn't look that serious, but something to keep in mind. Mitchell Robinson finally played 21 minutes. Nerlens Noel did not play this game. I think Noel is trending to the drop. He's still giving you great block numbers. He's definitely worth streaming if your team is punting those guard stats and really need a guy that can block you shots. Sure, he could be good. Averaging 1 steal and 2 blocks, even in like 17, 18 minutes. Mitchell Robinson, 2 steals and a block. Just want to see him block more shots. The rest of the line looks fine. Ntilikina started, play 15. Elfrid Payton started, play 21 minutes. Those two guys, even if they're starting, play 20, 25 minutes, they're not the least exciting options on this team. I like Alec Burks and Emmanuel Quickley. Those guys can go off and score a bunch of points. Alec Burks, is it worth the pickup? D-Rose has not been playing. And what's going to happen? He's been playing really well. So Tom Thibodeau is riding his hot shooting. If you want to take a flyer on him, sure. But just be ready to drop him whenever he has a bad shooting night. If he has a bad shooting night, he's not going to get 30 minutes. Not close. Emmanuel Quickley bounced back. 16 points. He's mainly a points guy and free throw guy. The minutes is very inconsistent for this Knicks team. Let's go to the next game. The Lakers beating the San Antonio Spurs. What a low-scoring game. Kawhi Leonard, it's a back-to-back, so he sat out. Paul George decided to take over. I guess he kind of did. He shot 35% from the field and was plus 20. From the fantasy perspective, this is a pretty bad game. 13 rebound is good. No defensive stats, 24 points, went on 28 shots. He probably hurt you more than he helped you. Continues to be a buy low, I think. To me, he should be a top 20 guy. And his ranking is fallen all the way to the 25th spot. If you can get a top 30 guy for him, Christian Wood is also a buy low. If you can somehow get a, I would be pretty comfortable trading like maybe a, could be go for 2-for-1s like a Gordon Hayward plus somebody else that's have good value in the short term, but may lose value 2 weeks down the line. I think that those types of trade make sense, right? Zubac is a must roster guy until Serge Ibaka comes back, playing almost 30 minutes every single night, blocked 5 shots. He's not a big blocks guy, but blocked 5 shots here. Bad from the, against our friend Pirtle. 3 for 11, 13 rebounds, 5 blocks is really, really strong. Reggie Jackson played 40 minutes. They got Raja Rondo. So I'm not too high on Rondo, but if they give this guy 20 to 25 minutes, he could be a 6-7 assist guy. If you want those assists, all of a sudden he become assist streamer. Because we know Rondo, whenever he plays, he put a bunch of assists and nothing else really. Maybe some rebound. Luke Kennard got his 25 minutes, didn't do anything, although he popped off the other day. On the Spurs side, DeRozan struggled again. Maybe it's a buy low. From the field, for the season, he's shooting close to 50%. 23 points, 2 steals, only 2 assists, 4 rebound. Still good enough, I think. Keldon Johnson is not a must roster guy. 8 rebound is good. Really, his best category is the rebound and some points. Everything else is like no defensive stats. Efficiency was okay, so I would be perfectly okay moving on from him. I wouldn't hold on to him like he's a top 50 guy like he was beginning of the season. And Jacob Poeltl is a must roster guy. 31 minutes. Once the minutes is good, 8 rebounds and 3 blocks. Really, really good. Derek White, 11 points. It doesn't look sexy at all, but he gets it done. He can field up the box score across the board. Not that many guys in the league can do that. As a point guard, blocks so many shots also. Dejounte Murray, bad efficiency, 7 assists are still in the block. Decent game from Dejounte, but he hadn't really, he's in the top 60, 70 range. You just want to see him getting more. The assists this season has been really low because DeRozan's been getting over 7 assists a game. So that's impacting his assists a little bit. And the steal numbers is also low for Dejounte Murray. Only 1.5. 1.5 is still good, but you want to see him push up to 1.7, 1.8. Okay, let's go to the next game. Yeah, Lakers not going to win a game. They haven't since LeBron went down. And AD is not close. The report says it's not looking great for the Lakers. I mean, if LeBron and AD don't come back, in maybe 2-3 weeks of time, they're going to be outside of the playoff. Right? Really, really scary. Danny Green played really well. It's sell high. I think he was getting crazy defensive stats. And obviously, Joel Embiid was out. When Joel comes back, Danny Green's minutes going to be a bit lower. And this game, obviously, he went off. If you can package him, because he could be a droppable guy in a I don't know, in 2 weeks whenever Joel Embiid comes back. Tobias Harris, great. 40 minutes, even brought the defense. 2 steals in the block, 5 assists, 6 rebounds, continues to be great. Tobias, I would be comfortable trading Tobias for Paul George. I think 1-for-1, although Tobias has been really so good this season. But Paul George should have more counting stats. The efficiency is rough with Paul George. Although beginning of the season he was shooting 50%, that fell off. Mike Scott, wow, they just didn't play Dwight Howard. I guess Dwight Howard, did he get ejected or something? He only played 6 minutes, so Mike Scott, he started. And they also traded away Tony Bradley. So until Joel Embiid comes back, Dwight Howard is a must roster. Maybe even Mike Scott, because he's the other center on this team. 6 points, 2 steals, and 2 blocks, pretty good. The defense, Seth Curry, 19 points, pretty empty, only the threes and points, while Ben Simmons struggled massively against the Lakers team, but it doesn't really matter. He went to the free throw line 11 times, 12 assists, two steal and a block, you don't really get Ben Simmons for his defense. Sorry, for his scoring. So the rest of the line looks pretty okay. Shake Milton 20 minutes. Even without Joel Embiid, his minutes is pretty low. And Matisse Thybulle got his minutes, 23 minutes. Had 7 rebounds and 4 steals. But his minutes is so inconsistent. I am not. I mean, he's a deep streamer for sure. But the minutes is too inconsistent. For the Lakers, with all the opportunities, all the shots, all the usage, all the minutes, Kyle Kuzma is a must-roster guy in the short term. Look at the minutes. 42. It took 21 shots. Right, he's a big dog when LeBron and AD are out. Can really has the ultimate green light. 9 rebounds, 25 points. Nothing else. We know that. Marc Gasol came back. I guess it's the first game back. Even without LeBron and AD, he played 15 minutes. Maybe next game he plays 20. KCP, high minutes, 2 steals is nice. 19 points. They should have better options out there. And Daniel Schroeder and Montrezl Harrell also. They are both must roster guys in the short term. So that's the thing. LeBron is out for 4 to 6 weeks, and AD we don't know. So in the short term, maybe for the next month or so, Harrell, Dennis Schroeder, Kyle Kuzma, they're gonna be good. They're gonna put up big stats, right? I'm not sure if they're gonna win one game, but those 3 guys are gonna put up big stats. And Lakers did not want to get Kyle Lowry because they don't want to give up Taylor Horton Tucker. But the guy only played 18 minutes. This is a problem. I think Lakers, LeBron is old. I mean, why are you holding on to Taylor Horton Tucker? I mean, how good is he going to be? While LeBron is 36, 37, going to be 37. Like, you're trying to win it all this year, maybe next year. Who knows when LeBron is going to fall off a cliff. So you got to try to win now. You got to get guys like Kyle Lowry. It doesn't really matter if Kyle Lowry is 35 years old. You just have the 2-year window, and then once LeBron retires, you got AD. Then you think about, because Lakers, everybody want to play for the Lakers. It's LA, so I don't think it will have a hard time attracting free agents. So I don't really get the move. I don't know what happened. To me, it makes so much sense just to get Kyle Lowry. They also need a guy like in the next 2-3 weeks to help them win some games and make the playoffs. Secure the playoff spot. I don't know. It's a curious decision to me that Lakers did not want to do the trade over Taylor Horton Tucker. They only playing him 18 minutes anyways. We'll see. I might be wrong. Maybe he turned out to be an all-star. The next game is the Warriors getting destroyed. Yeah, the Warriors, they are at a crossroad. I worry about Curry and Draymond Green. They might just decide to tank. And now, those guys may not come back. Who knows? This is the concern. This is always the concern with the Warriors. If they start tanking, right? How many minutes are going to play Curry or Draymond? I don't know. Andrew Wiggins in the short term, good. 26 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, no defensive set. And most importantly, hit the free throws. James Wiseman. Is he a pickup? Maybe if you need some big man. I'm not too high on him. Play 30 minutes here. 6 points, 8 rebounds. Mainly, how many shots is he going to block? Right? If he can get 1.5 blocks, he's worth rostering. Otherwise, no assists, no steals, bad from the free throw line, and the field is not that good. So I'm not too high on him. Kelly Oubre Jr., pretty good, but no defensive stats, 19 points and 3 threes. Jordan Poole is a must roster with Curry out. We don't know when Curry's coming back. Maybe they're just going to take it easy with him, right? With the, they might as well just tank. I don't know. For the Kings, Buddy Hield continues to hit 4 threes a game. Very consistent giving you those 4 threes. 16 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, and a block. Wow. He's been blocking a lot of shots lately. Harrison Barnes, 1 for 10. Don't drop him. The rest of the line looks pretty good. 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals. Yeah, don't drop him. His minutes has been pretty high and been pretty consistent giving you those points, rebound, and even a little bit assist. And on good efficiency. Most nights. Richaun Holmes, 25 points and 11 rebounds. Continues to score over 20 points the past 2 games. Yeah, good game, good stuff from him. And Tyrese Halliburton, the efficiency is crazy. Even though he didn't do anything other than the 21 points, 6 threes, and 1 assist. A very weird game from Halliburton. Usually he stuffed the box score. De'Aaron Fox went off, 44 points, 7 assists, and 3 steals. Maybe it's a sell high. He's been playing so well lately. But these guys, it's just hard to sell. His ranking is already jumped all the way to 83rd. But because his free throw is so bad, his ranking is low. Yeah, I would just hold on to him. Guys like this, the value goes up so much if you ignore his free throws. And Whiteside is out. They traded away Bielitsa. Are they gonna give Whiteside any minutes at all? We don't know. But this is a situation he could potentially come in and play 20-25 minutes. Could be a monster. That's it for all the games. I'll see you guys tomorrow.